Tonight, details on a new legal challenge over veterans' rights and benefits. Virginia's Attorney General Jason Miyares is a part of that new legal challenge involving the Department of Veterans Affairs. Alex Littlehales joins us in the studio. So, Alex, what is this about?
Yeah, Dana, this is actually a story with a lot of layers. It's a bit complicated, but in its simplest form, it's a look at whether the VA is actually adhering to a Supreme Court ruling and whether the VA has, quote, wrongfully denied education benefits for veterans. The new filing, a petition for review, including Virginia Attorney General Jason Miyares, argues that the VA has been wrongfully denying veterans the maximum amount of education benefits.
Potentially thousands of veterans who are being impacted by the VA's education directives that are denying benefits to veterans who don't have this made-up break in service.
But a new court challenge questions the VA's adherence to a Supreme Court ruling last year. The concern is that a misinterpretation of the Rudisill v. McDonough case, which allows veterans to access a greater amount of education benefits, is causing the VA to deny them for eligible veterans, heavily impacting a state like Virginia with a heavy military presence and more than 700,000 veterans.
Frankly, serving longer should not get you fewer benefits.
Luke Schammel, representing the veterans of foreign wars in the case, talked with 13 News Now Friday. He explains how the process works right now and why they're arguing it's flawed.
So under the VA's 2024 education directives, a veteran needs to have one period of service that qualifies for benefits under one bill, then have a break in service, then have a separate period of service that qualifies for benefits under the other bill. And that just makes no sense. It effectively punishes some of the longest serving veterans who, like some of the petitioners in this lawsuit, served decades without taking any breaks.
And so one of those secondary impacts, they argue, is a strain on Virginia's VMESDEP program, which you may remember we covered extensively last year as lawmakers navigated challenges for military families looking to pay for their kids' college education. Reporting, I'm Alex Littlehales for 13 News Now.